Mate, it's like clear as day, like it was
Wow.
yesterday. And I remember he made a substitution in the game,
Yeah,
didn't
that
he?
was it. Yeah,
That I didn't agree with. I think Scholesy got sent off or something like that. And
I can't remember.
something happened and he made a substitution. I was like going on the pitch going, what are you doing? We're winning 1-0 at the time, by the way. Then they come back, scored,
Yeah.
and then they scored a winner late on. And after the game, I remember walking off the pitch and I was screaming, going nuts in the tunnel. And I remember Van Bommel, a Bayern player, looking at me as if to say, like, what is going on with this guy? Like,
Yeah.
weirdo, like, lunatic. And I came in, I remember it being quite quiet. But
Yeah.
I was just, was lost in my own.
You were shouting as you
Yeah.
came in. I was already in there.
Yeah.
And he came shouting,
Yeah.
and the managers had to sort of like try and calm it down. But it got to the point where he can't stop.
Yeah.
So the gaffer at that point just had to tell him like, "Nah, I'm not having this anymore." And it was like, "Oh my!"
I remember
God.
Gary Neville holding my arm and going, Rio, you just stop. You ain't going to win this one. Just stop. And I was going, you fucking know. You know. Like that. And he was like, and then Vito on the way home was like, Rio, sometimes you got to pick your arguments.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I went in the next morning, I went in early and went to his office to apologise.
did you?
Yeah, I went to his office and just said, like, Gaffer, he said, who is it? I said, it's Rio. I came in, he said, well, he went again. I've come in to apologise. He went again and went nuts. Seriously, like, you've took the piss. How dare you in front of the team question me,
Really,
the
yeah.
staff. And I said, listen, I agree. I still believe what I said's right, but the timing, I should have waited when we were me and you alone.
Yeah,
So I apologise, but he was great.
yeah, he was
I mean,
top class. wasn't he?
there was never any hangover for stuff like that.
Yeah,
He'd have an
I know.
argument with you, and then a day or two later, he'd call off and it'd be fine.
Mate, he was so honestly. That was, I think, one of his biggest skills. He could nail the shit out. Yeah, he did it to me a couple of times. But then another day or two later, I'd be in the canteen just having some whatever, and he'd just come and put his arm around you,
Yeah,
or he'd just
yeah.
come and sit next to you, and he's just chatting about this or that, whatever. And I'm like, "Oh, we called it." Like, he hadn't even mentioned that bit, and he's just cracked on with it. And I'm thinking, that is, yeah, that's
And you're
top.
sitting there shitting it.
Shit in it.
Innit?
Shit
Wow.
in it, mate, honestly. We used to play a game, right? When we used to go travelling away, with whether it was with England or whether it was Man United, we always used to play a game on the PSP, yeah? For those older, younger listeners, handheld PlayStation Plus, was that what it stood for?
PlayStation, PSP. it used to be
PSP,
called, didn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, it was PlayStation was the online element, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Anyway, what was the game called?
SOCOM, best
Yeah.
game ever.
It was like an old school Call of Duty.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Call of Duty before Call of Duty.
Yeah,
wasn't
exactly
it?
that. Yeah. yeah. And this, like, mate, we used to spend hours on this game, didn't we?
All of our travelling journeys were taken up by this. Like,
Yeah.
so if we were doing that an hour's journey, it was almost like it's not long enough. We want
Yeah.
like a 2-3 hour one. We can get right amongst it. Like 2 teams, 6v6, 5v5.
Oh, so
You'd
it was
have, like,
good
team-
buy-in
proper,
then.
Yeah, we had a whole, most of our squad, other than the oldies like Gary Neville and Edwin and Giggsy, they used to look back and think, who are these lunatics, clowns? But I actually still say part of us winning and our culture
Down to that a
was
bit.
down to that game.
Yeah.
Trust me, because we were all together in it. Like hating each other at times,
Yeah,
arguing, people
mate.
throwing PSPs. Mate, it was
Did you
unbelievable.
like sit in teams and stuff? Or?
Yeah.
It had to
did-
be so. It was back then when like you couldn't play like on the internet. You couldn't play wirelessly or anything like that. So you had to get in a room, right? So when we'd go with England, right, we actually found it would go through a wall. So we'd have because we're talking to each other about where we might be.
Yeah.
I'm in that room down there, but you don't want the other team. So basically, it would be Man United against Chelsea.
Yeah.
But we'd be with the England like hotel.
So Frank Lampard, John Terry,
Yeah,
Ashley
Ash Cole, yeah.
Joe Cole.
Yeah.
A few of them.
I think we'd have to put a Man United player because there was always
Yeah.
like 6 or 7 Man United players. So we'd
Yeah.
put a Man United
Oh, is
player.
this like the kid at- when
we'd put
you were
the
the worst
Joey.
player
Yeah,
in?
it was like Kieran Richardson or something.
Yeah. Get it going, yeah. Kieran was actually good though, man.
Yeah, he was,
What was his
actually.
name on it again?
Vendetta.
Yeah. Can you go through the names? Wes Brown was Wade Baby or something like that. wasn't
Johnny was Snave.
Snave.
Johnny Evans was Snave.
What was Darren Fletcher? Haywire.
Haywire. Oh my God.
So what were you two boys then? Go on.
He was Golden
I
Gun.
was
or
Golden
Eye.
Gun. I was
Yeah.
Golden Gun. Who are you?
I was Brap.
Of course you were.
It was unbelievable.
Brilliant.
No. And we used to, we scored goals. Right, you got to get this, put it up. You got to do pictures. There's
Yeah,
pictures
yeah.
where we have like me, Cristiano. I think Kieran Richardson was doing like the rocket launcher.
Yeah, that's it. You
Like,
did.
we'd
Yeah,
done a
yeah,
celebration after one of the goals. Like,
Oh, really?
in testament to the game. It was,
Yeah.
it was unreal.
That's
Mate, honestly,
unbelievable.
hours you'd play it.
What was
Seriously.
Shazy?
Oh wow. Well, I'll try and remember that. Shazy. Like, so it was we got into it so much, right? That, like I said, when like England, for example, yeah, there would be a wall. We'd go in separate rooms, yeah, but we'd have to sit with our backs against the wall just so we're close to the wall, and it would go through the wall, golden kind of thing.
Unreal.
But we can't let them hear us, yeah, because we're saying I'm in that room and in there. So like, what I would like to do most of the time is you have to go and revive your teammates. Yeah, if somebody died, you'd have to go and revive them. I'd wait till I've killed somebody down there, and I'll just plot up. Nice and happy, yeah. I'd be watching.
He was the most selfish player ever. Goalkeeper.
Yeah, there you go.
Lone wolf, mate. So anyway, I'd watch him, right? I'd wait till he's got revived. His mates come, revived him. Boom, shoot two
kills.
of them. 2 more kills, mate.
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
And then I'd wait for somebody else to come try and get them. Easy pickings, mate. It was gold, though.